A remarkable homecoming unfolds in Ezra chapter 2 as thousands of exiles prepare to rebuild their lives in the land of Judah. After Cyrus, king of Persia, opened the way for God's people to leave Babylon, families, priests, Levites, and temple servants now make the journey back as their names and communities are carefully recorded. The chapter begins by identifying those who returned from captivity to Jerusalem and Judah, each going back to their own town. Among the leaders were Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Sariah, Realiah, Mordecai, and others who accompanied the returning community. Then comes a detailed record of the families. The descendants of Parosh numbered 2,072, Shephatiah 372, Ara 775, Pahath Moab 2,812, and Elam 1,254. Other families are listed in the same way, preserving the identity of those who had survived exile and were now returning to the land of their ancestors. The record also identifies people according to their towns and villages. Among them were those connected with Bethlehem, Netopha, Anathoth, Asmaveth, and Jericho. The largest group listed by location was from Sennaar, numbering 3,630. But rebuilding Judah required more than repopulating its towns. The priests were counted according to their families, including the descendants of Jediah, Immer, Pasha, and Harim. The Levites were also recorded, along with singers descended from Asaph, gatekeepers, and the temple servants, who would have responsibilities connected with worship in Jerusalem. Some returning families, however, faced a serious difficulty. People who came from Tel Melah, Tel Harsha, Kerub, Adan, and Immer could not prove that their families were descended from Israel. A similar problem arose among certain priestly families, the descendants of Habiah, Hakoz, and Barzillai. Because these priests could not locate their genealogical records, they were considered unclean for the priesthood and were not permitted to eat the most sacred food until a priest could minister with the Urim and Thummim. The scale of the return was considerable. The whole assembly numbered 42,360 people, besides 7,337 male and female servants and 200 male and female singers. They also brought hundreds of horses and mules, along with 435 camels and 6,520 donkeys. Eventually, the returning people reached Jerusalem. When some of the heads of the families arrived at the site of the house of the Lord, they voluntarily contributed toward rebuilding the temple on its original foundation. According to their ability, they gave gold, silver, and garments for the priests. Then the priests, Levites, singers, gatekeepers, temple servants, and the rest of the people settled in their towns. What may first appear to be simply a chapter filled with names and numbers is actually a record of restoration. Every family counted represented a connection with the past and a place in Judah's future. Some would serve at the temple, others would guard its gates or lead in worship, while many would simply rebuild homes and communities. Their responsibilities were different, but each group had a part to play. That gives Ezra chapter 2 a practical lesson for us. Being part of something important does not require everyone to perform the same role. Restoration happened because thousands of people were willing to return and take their place. Our contribution may sometimes seem ordinary, but faithfulness in the responsibility given to us can become part of something much greater. With the returning exiles now settled in their towns, attention will soon turn to the reason many of them came back. In Ezra chapter 3, the people gather together in Jerusalem, rebuild the altar, and resume sacrifices to the Lord. Then, amid both celebration and tears, the foundation of the new temple is laid.